That was this series, probably the best series Araraland has ever seen. FoCuS was there last year. Demolished a lot of people until he met Happy. Who are you rooting for, everybody? Who do you want to see at Raraland? What's your heart saying? And what's your brain saying? Who is the favorite? Who you want to see? And who do you think we'll see taking this? We got Archmage out and FoCuS, of course, going for a Farseer. That was to be expected. Before we go, I appreciate Mixed Herds with the 250 Patreon. Butt Crumbs, late at night for you. Welcome. B2W buddy in the chat. FoCuS starting aggressive. Is gambling for an expansion creep, but no, Sock went for the lab. Trying to get level 2 as fast as possible, trying to get the biggest item as fast as possible, and he's starting off so well with the Rub of the Magi! And what an exclamation mark! Instant surround on the Grunt. This will cost some workers. Maybe the trade is gonna be alright in the end, but a lost Grunt is a lost Grunt and will take creep speed away. 200 gold also in depth now. From Headhunter, from Grunt Headhunter opening to a straight Headhunter opening. This is not what he wanted. But was that enough damage on economy? We'll see about that. That was 57. Interesting. A powerful opening between the two. Now, shoes on the other foot. FoCuS the defender. Sock got level 3, got the Brilliance Aura running. Footman coming. There's no expansion just yet, but you can be damn sure that Sock is gonna grab his militia and continue creeping in a bit. There is, of course, a lot of game tape for both of these. Sock has defeated every single orc in WAL. There was Fly, there was Xiao KK, and there was also Lin. So if Lin can't stop you, who's supposed to stop you? Well, it's gotta go through FoCuS then. He might be the chosen one. And Headhunters, as we said, +1 damage. Maybe that's already changing the equation. Both, just as a measuring stick, you take their series versus Happy, right? Sock 2-3 in an amazing best of 5 in WAL. FoCuS has defeated Happy recently with 2-0 in the group stage of WAL. So that's the level of play they're at right now. It's Rara season. It's the hottest season. Everybody wants to go to Dortmund for once. It is a unique experience that we provide. So far in this qualifier, only the 2 Chinese qualified. We do have 2 Koreans with Lawlight and Soen guaranteed going, but there will be a 3rd one. This is a very, very even match, and FoCuS, he's giving up a bit of HP to contest Sock outside his base to just stop exactly this. Sock has been looking for this very timing, but his Archmage is already very hurt, and there's no burrow in progress. Peons are ready. And Skimitar gifting 5 subs. Dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. When it comes to the race distribution at Rara, we got Fortitude as a human. We got Starbuck as a semi-human, semi-orc. Soen is gonna represent the Horde no matter what. 2 slippers here. Archmage, Farseer, both hurt. And both saved. Okay. I guess we're not holding back at all. None of these guys. Sock is on tier 2. Did not go for an expansion. Just a straight up tier 2 push. And I gotta say, I am incredibly impressed with FoCuS early 6 minutes in disregard of the grunt kill. Outside of that, everything perfect. Sock had no chance to go for burrows, tier 2 buildings, or anything that throws FoCuS back. And now it's an arms race again. It's also an arms race of the Back to Warcraft team towards the 3,300 subs as we get Toby Groby with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. TC versus MK. That's what it's all about now. Can we call the early game as an advantage for FoCuS already because he prevented so much damage? Or should we not put this in writing yet? Creep check opportunity. No chain lightning. Last hit opportunity. Storm, and FoCuS gets it with the War Storm. That is so rare. That is so hard. The big asset of War Storm is of course the disable, not the damage at all. He still makes it work, and Sock's in trouble. Might be going for a town portal soon. Has to go for a town portal soon, I guess, as the spears are flying. FoCuS firing on all cylinders, finds the creep jack, saves the grunt, forces a town portal. Mountain King lives to see another day. Oh, Butt Crumbs is warming up late at night. 4 gifted subs coming in. But pickles, but mayo, but ham, but sandwich. It's a tasty meal, my friend. Oh, Sock's in trouble. For once, Sock's in trouble. Can't afford an Archmage loss. He needs the Water Elementals. He needs the Brilliance Aura. Summon's been taken care of. We're still gathering XP. B2W buddy in the chat, of course. Stomp again. Dude, this TC makes a lot of difference. And that's an atypical timing, isn't it? Usually you don't want to fight with Headhunters versus that Stormbolt, but FoCuS controls this fight well. Still Sock fighting back. Gets a chunk of experience as well. Scroll the Beast still there. Invo Potion up for grabs as well. And there's only one Invo Potion on this map.
A player's forces are under attack.
And where are we going now? Expansion coming up. Kodo coming. Ooh, FoCuS is looking scary. I was worried that Sock continues his dominance versus Orcs, as we've seen in the past 2 weeks. But that's not the case. FoCuS has very, very, very good friends in Germany. He went to their wedding, etc., etc. Goes back 15, almost 20 years. And if there's a chance to see them, he brings his A game. Red spot up for grabs. Expansion done! Uncontested! And let me remind you, everybody, this is the neutral map. Skimmy with another gifted sub. We have a hype train. The stomp again. Oh my god. This is the biggest improvement by FoCuS thus far, I'd say. These stomp timings are outstanding. Finds the town portal. Kodo. He threw the kitchen sink at this wild animal. And he couldn't get it done. These 50-50 situations. It feels like they're all going FoCuS's way, but he had very little time to recover. While of course Sock got the Priest, got the Brilliance Aura, still got some mana running, but what a help, what a gigantic help this Mana Stone is now. Speed scroll, engagement, he's looking for another one. Purge as the crowd control. Mountain King TC duking it out. With this, yeah, stone consumed. There's the stomp, needs help. TC! Level up, saves him for now. What the Mountain King is chasing. Invo Potion doesn't want to be purged. Hammer to the back. Kodo blocked by FoCuS. Doesn't really work. And the dwarf finally gets the kill. Cow dead. But the Wyvern laying in the damage. Sock doesn't have a town portal no more. Mountain King as a rescuer. Lightning bolt. And he can't prevent that. Double kill. OMG, what a match. Sock in dire straits. Breakers are coming in, but what else? Archmage back from the tavern. The sorcerers are not doing anything. Uh-oh, they're on strike. The Wyvern free to roam, of course. No rifles. The Storks only now doing something. FoCuS is trying to go to the tavern. A little cold one and a TC. That's the order. But he can't reach. He's banned from entering. And he calls the game. 5-star FoCuS with a hell of a performance. Taking the 1 and the 0. in a way I did not expect. Someone did his homework in spectacular fashion. This is not super obvious what's happening here, because it's mostly the same unit compositions. It's mostly the same. It's the same heroes, but it's different movement on the map. It's different points to contest. And with that, FoCuS prevented Sock from playing into his strength. And that was just... We can't sleep on FoCuS, man. Nachtigall, 5 gifted subs, level 4 hype train complete. And this game definitely deserves that hype train. FoCuS ready, Sock ready. We don't hold back here. Now the pressure for the first time in a long time is on Sock. Actually, it's not so true. We had a similar situation in the winner bracket semifinal, where Soen had a great start into the series, and then Sock claw back. We also had a similar situation in FoCuS versus 40, where FoCuS took the first map and then 40 was able to strike back. It's a long series, it's a best of 5, everything can still happen. I'm all here for it, boys and girls, and everyone in between. And I hit that button to switch the scene, but it didn't do anything. There we go, that's the right button. Good button. FoCuS with a 1-0 lead on the right hand side. One step closer to his second Dortmund experience. Is Sock missing out on 2 Raras in a row as one of the best human players on the planet? Both will be a threat to Happy, that's for sure. Sock maybe a little more. Oh, Tozzy! With the 10 gifted subs! That's the 3,300 subs sub goal met. You guys, you're pushing the limits here. You're pushing the limits. Level 5 completed. Tozzy, thank you. Yeah, this is really special. This number is really, really special. And your support is really special. What's the comeback ability of Sock? Usually he's not a guy to get deterred. He always finds ways, and this map, which is Shallow Grave, is a whole lot different. Tide Hunters, rather small, one path between the bases, one shop, you constantly fight. It's also figured out, pretty much, because it's played all the time. Shallow Grave is not played in Asian tournaments, is a lot bigger. We also have Mercenaries. That changes the equation. Just because Tide Hunters went one way doesn't mean this map will go that way. And how are these games, if not for the gnarly creepjacks that FoCuS threw in? That was just a hell of a timing. Wolf chasing, a little bit of creep here. FoCuS, it's interesting that he's not going for the lightning shield creep. He would have had 3 units already. This is what you need to trigger that lightning shield. But rather aggressive out on the map. No last hit here. FoCuS level 2, new wolf, slippers, and a crystal ball. Also on Sock's side, not going for an expansion again. It's attack. It's going... He's going for defend again. Also, no mercs. Usually a Shadow Priest is what you really, really want. Yes, I'm turning into a little Spice Girl here. Against the wolves. You dispel one wolf, you kill the other, big experience. Archmage claws and boots. Footman, waiting in the wings. And for the first time this series, FoCuS lost track of the human. You gotta have a perfect early game. Dr. Snuggles, thank you for your prime. Speaking of prime, this shop is not in prime state, and this is what makes Sock so strong. He found ways to maneuver across the map without FoCuS being able to follow him. That's a shop, that's a burrow, that's the tier 2 ruined. And that is the strength of human in this meta these days. Even on level 1. This doesn't come without a cost, of course. It is level 1. Sock isn't creeping. Sock isn't going for mercs. Straight up Tekken. It is more important to prevent FoCuS's progress than to get your own progress next deny. No XP for anyone. Jebex, thank you for the gifted sub. This hype train is still running and it's running strong. I love the smell of fresh subs in the morning. FoCuS's lumber is hurt. And a headhunter goes down. Way, way better game for Sock now. He's finding his rhythms. 5 crystal balls for FoCuS. This guy has omnivision. Spam this rooster to support Sock. See what you did there. It's double sanctums. We are apparently completely moving away from rifles. TC finds the ring. That's perfect. This is the early creep spot now. Fastia gobbling up some XP himself. We get Raider, we get Shaman. Interesting to see that FoCuS is not prioritizing Shaman. And maybe he doesn't have to because that Archmage is still level 1. And that's a little bit of a momentum shift in the game. Where Sock for the first time after 6 minutes decides, bro, I gotta take care of myself. It was all fun to hang with you and to battle with you. XXXXX Dodo XXXXX. Thank you for the 17 month. And now it's a little bit of a mix. Archmage, Brilliance Aura unlocked. Clap, Storm as well. FoCuS opening up that expansion. Sock maneuvering a bit more offensive towards the shop. Not that much damage outside of Stormbolt, of course, if you go for a Masscaster army and only have a Water Elemental level 1. And oh, we've seen this before, didn't we? Big camp with an Ogre Magi involved, and FoCuS is aiming for the Creepjack. Onto the Archmage. Town Portal, of course, available. Stormbolt as a counter towards the next Stomp, and Sock is trying to set up a front line with these powerful defend footmen. Militia coming in as well, little bit of a flank. Nice maneuver by Sock. Oh, FoCuS, I don't think he saw this coming. This Kodo is big. Can he eat the way out? Maybe the wrong Militia. Not sure. Everything is blocked here. Priests are healing. Mercs are coming. Wolf taken out. TC has some more mana, but I think this Archmage is safe. Also, Mountain King shares the invul potion now. Wyvern coming in, puts some damage on casters. Massive damage influx. Hoo-hoozer, thank you for the 35 month. Bloodbath on the right-hand side of Shallowgrave. Who comes out on top so far? It's very, very even. Whoever gets level 3 first has an enormous advantage. Priest, decapitated. And the piercing damage. Headhunter, Wyvern, gotta flee. Fastia is level 3, but has no mana no more to use it. The Wolf's level 2, can't be dispelled. Stomp again. I don't think he has the damage to deal with the Mountain King. No, not really. both lost almost everything. There's mana soon. Oh, Sock, what are you doing? He got greedy. MK bench now. Solo XP on the Archmage. Flew a little too close to the sun. Icarus B-boy. But FoCuS also losing his entire army. Waiting for some mana now, which is arguably a lot easier for the human, thanks to the aura. But Clarity should be running soon as well. A little bit of a reset in this game. Boohooza, thank you for the sub. Both will be up at 50 in no time. But that Mountain King on the bench was still a solid 22 seconds.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's not easy. TC will be 3. Expo is running, and this is why FoCuS wanted to fight for such a long time. And this is also why Sock tried to break through at all costs. I think it's too late. There's one push left in him. No consumables on FoCuS. Mana looking good. Kodos are here too. Breakers will be a problem as they burn mana. They're magic immune. They are the solution to the TC. All eggs, one basket. The hammer will fall even though the map is shallow grave. And that forces a fight. Wolf summoned immediately. Slow cast Dispel. Hits one wolf, alright. Mountain King in the middle of it all. Invo Potion could dodge the Stomp, doesn't get it. Breaker is out of the belly, actually safe to the side. That Berserker, oh, double level 3. That Berserker fell. A lot of piercing damage gone. MK, no mana, but has a potion. And now, for the first time, we got level 2 Clap. And he decides to go for a Stormbolt still. Not the perfect setup for an AoE spell like Clap. Still gets the kill. He wants these breakers back. And he gets it. Peasants. A bit lazy there in the back. Caster army is coming. Raider falling. Oh, FoCuS struggling a little bit. Usually, the longer the fight goes, the better it is for the human. No access to a shop for FoCuS right now. Casters are falling left and right, and they are so important on both sides. Love some split units, whether that's Wyvern or Headhunter. Always make the priests move. Always make the Sorks move. Mountain King, you gotta see this coming. You gotta see this coming. Sork, invul is necessary. Can't dodge the Chain Lightning, but will prevent the Storm. Potion of Healing. That shop finishes at the perfect time. Oh my. That Mountain King took a big sip of all the potions. And that's the carry now. Clap in. Slow movement speed on the Horde side. No speed scroll available. No consumable outside of the healed selves. Another breaker back. The recovery by Sock is strong. Mountain King in the back. Shaman not attacking him. There's more and more mana points. Water Elemental dealing with its FoCuS. Seems overwhelmed. The Purge is coming in too late. That could have been lifesavers. But not here. Not now. Still holding on. Sock lost a ton of units. And FoCuS is mining. Level 5. He's hanging on by a thread. But he's hanging on. Uh-oh. Chain Lightning. TC. This time the Stomp hits. And FoCuS holds. FoCuS holds with the hero FoCuS. Classic. And a 2-0. Just like that. Is it Groundhog Day? This feels like last Sunday. Pretty much same time. That Expo eventually paying off. And Shallow Grave, the first losers pick, goes to FoCuS. This series is not going the way a lot of people intended it. I'm kind of shooked. I thought he got this when the shop got up. But he did not. Match points. FoCuS. Both players ready. FoCuS is again, for the second time this tournament, one step away from Raraland 2024. Can he do it? Or can Sock strike back? Let's get it on. Map 3. Match points 1, 2, and 3 in FoCuS's corner. We know that FoCuS's mental game can be incredibly strong. But it can also be a little devil in the back of his head, as the Fortitude series showed. Sock's comeback abilities. How strong are they? Is it just a momentum-based game now? Autumn Leaves, last chance. This is the map where Soin defeated Sock with the Firelord. Eunidas, 16-8. Thank you very much for the 10-month resub. Back to Warcraft is the best! That is a factually correct statement. Wasn't Sock the favorite in this entire bracket? Top 2 seed right after 40. Tearing people apart in WAL. One step away from a WAL grand final later today where he's up against Kaho. Can he make adjustments on the fly? I am so impressed by FoCuS. So many people called this matchup incredibly hard, almost impossible. The timing attacks, we talked about it. The timing attack towards the orc bases ruined this matchup for a long time. But FoCuS finds solutions.
A player's forces are under attack.
Bastia already level 2, but found quickly. We calculated almost 2 hours for this series, and now 30 minutes in, we're on match points, almost over. Chain lightning kill. Sock is losing a lot of HP.
A player's forces are under attack.
First blood. FoCuS. Sock can't really get his foot on the ground this entire series. It's so incredible to see. More or less 10 years ago. A little less maybe. The matchup versus human was what prevented FoCuS from having deep runs into tournaments. It was always stopped by the 40s, by the Infies. Also by Sock.
Player's forces are under attack.
And now look at this. He is up against the dominator of this matchup. I don't think there's anyone who has played human orc better from both sides than Sock in the past 3 to 4 weeks. But look at the score. And look at FoCuS. And you know how much he wants to go to Germany again. Sock is the one having to make adjustments, but he's just roaming around. And it kind of feels like FoCuS is confident enough to give up parts of the map where Sock can now freely roam for a little bit of extra creeping. Alaska State Warcraft 3 team with the gift sub. Let's go! Defend isn't up yet. We skipped defend entirely and we're going towards rifles. Sock is making changes. I think FoCuS has identified this. We are on a very, very fragile 2-farm tech. That's why the tech is incredibly fast. And then it's a rifle push. MK is so fast. OMG. Rifle casters.
A player's forces are under attack.
Creep Jack. This time, Sock's the one. Healthstone, nice to have, especially with the MK coming. Goes for the grunt again. Deny. It truly feels like all players are fired up, bringing their absolute A game. Militia call. Ooh, for this creep camp already. TC! Oh, that's a big one! Can he get the cow? Is there another bolt? Ooh, not really, not really. Archmage is doing strong hit, but the health stone was transferred. Sock is struggling. What's this push? FoCuS is countering this early rifles with an even earlier expansion. And I don't think he has the power. I don't think he has the punch. Waiting for the next Stonebolt. There's one more hammer. If you're in the lower bracket, you can't have off days. Wolves terrorizing the backline. This push failed. This push failed. FoCuS holds like it's nothing. And now how do you crack this expansion? It's so interesting how FoCuS is finding a completely different approach than Soin did. Soin with ultra aggression, Farseer Raider Firelord, successful. You don't copycat that if you're FoCuS, no. You go a different way. Still going Raiders. A lot of control now. Scary. No stomp though. Full mana Mountain King. But he's taking a priest. He's able to take a berserker soon as well. Good experience for the TC. Halfway to the stomp, but there's also level 2 Mountain King. Clap can rain. Also Archmage, level 3. Great progress. Sock is hanging on now. And it looks like... Wait, I thought it's a counter expansion, but he doesn't have the resources, especially not the lumber. FoCuS backstab. If you shut down peons, this expansion means nothing. Priest intercepted. Long range ends there. And the Bursey as well. Double kill FoCuS. A 10-food lead in a crucial game-deciding push. This Mountain King, man. All your hopes and dreams are on this MK. Where will the hammer fall? The damage is just gone. He's annihilating the rifles. FoCuS 3-0. Total domination. What Fly couldn't do. What KK couldn't do. What Lin couldn't do. FoCuS makes it look like It's child's play. No chance on Tidehunters. A big blunder on Shallowgrave. And another complete annihilation on Autumn Leaf.